Just slap that record button, and we're good. Hi.
Wait, you weren't
Hello,
recording that
everybody.
gold?
No, I haven't been recording.
It's on Twitch.
That'll
Twitch
be on the live
exclusive.
pod. So, if you want to know what we spent the last 8 minutes and 10 seconds discussing on stream,
Well, that
before
felt
we
like
click
way
record,
longer.
It did, but you missed out. So come check these out on stream live at twitch.tv/TheBardicKnock. One of the many places you can find me on the internet, along with Twitter, Patreon, and YouTube. All as at the Bardic Knock. Hi, this is episode 37. After Years, Your Calm, Session 0. So that's that. Nick, who are you?
Hi, I'm Nick, also known as Strider Winners everywhere on the internet. I am Bardix, one of his 2 mods here on Twitch, and I am his only mod on Discord. Check out the Discord link, is probably in the description. I don't know, I'm posted. For those of you that are here in the stream, it's in the chat. I would normally say stuff about Merc, but that is not today.
Yeah, we're doing different stuff.
We're doing different stuff today. Well, you can also find me also on every alternating Thursday. It was just this past Thursday, so it wouldn't be for another week and a half, on the Undead K's channel, playing in a Curse of Strahd game as Orwala. She was a tiefling fighter, Eldritch Knight, and she's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful person to hang around.
It is good stuff. Highly recommend. Probably one of the most enjoyable Curse of Strahd campaigns I've paid attention to.
Oh, you pay attention? I don't know anybody paid attention.
Pay attention, put it on the background and go, ha! Every now and then.
It's good. I mean, it's more than I can say about most streams that I would love to watch.
It is so hard to watch streams.
It really is, because they're just always so fucking long.
It's why I just now get in the habit of slapping on the background. Even if I'm not watching, I can half listen while doing other stuff. It's like the closest I can get to being an active participant in interesting stuff my friends are up to. Dakota, who are you?
Huh? What?
Who are you?
Hi, I'm Dakota, White Wolf, Stu, pretty much everywhere. You pretty much can only find me on Bardic's channel on Mondays and every other Saturday. That's about it.
Yeah, come check the channel out on Mondays. You can, if you like Yu-Gi-Oh, or if you like Bardic, or if you like Dakota, or if you like our other friend Teddy.
It's a whole bunch of good stuff. Mostly because you learn that none of us know how to play card games.
Especially children's card games.
I do highly recommend showing up on Monday nights. It's a whole lot of fun. And then, finally, the third member of our wonderful Session Zero crew is Rin. I don't understand how sandwiches work.
I'm the only one that understands how sandwiches work, apparently. Hello, I'm Rin, the Grand Arbiter of Sandwich Structure. I don't think there's much else that needs to be known.
Alright, so, today, due to various circumstances, we thought it'd be a bit fun to essentially do a Session Zero. For various reasons, people couldn't be here, so instead of trying to jerry-rig something and start stuff without people, instead, we figured, okay, what if we just design some other characters? What if we have some fun? And it's, hang on, let me make a pop a pop culture topical reference. What if? That's what this is. Fucking yeah. I know pop culture.
God damn.
I just dated everything that's happening here, but that's fine. It's essentially what if? What if we were all playing pirates instead? Fucking let's go. So with that, anybody got some character ideas?
I mean, of course, I always have character ideas.
Right, you want to take the floor?
It's a matter of which one I want to think I want to try here. Also, I realize I should probably pull up the fucking PDF of this game.
Slow. I already have it ready.
Look, man, I was focused on other shit. But
That'd be a very good thing.
quick shout out to the guy who made this system or this people, Bad Karma Games.
I think Bad Karma Games was one person. I have no clue because they do not exist on the internet anymore.
According to the foreword, it says I, Revix, started writing this document, blah blah. So
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's one dude.
Yeah.
Or girl. Username Revix is they. Hello. But yeah.
Non-binary icon Revex.
Yeah.
Um,
Totally.
So, yes, that is the gist of what we're doing, and it has just dawned on me, and I can't believe it's taken me. I've been sat up here for, getting ready vaguely for like the last hour and however long, and I did not grab a beer. I am very disappointed in myself. So,
You should give us some blank character sheets to work with here.
Yes, that would be a big brain thing to do. So let's do. So, I'm going to sprint downstairs in one moment and grab
Alright.
a beer.
Alright. Once you give us character sheets, I can run this shit.
Yeah.
So, because we have, luckily, again, Bad Karma Games Revix has one of page 18 of the PDF for this system. Has like a nice, simple, here's how to make a character thing. It's a 13-step process. It's real wonderful. I am going to take over the. Maybe I don't have access to character sheet of Miakra Ukra.
Yeah, I'm fixing it now because I clicked the wrong thing.
I have access on Plowage Fool.
I don't understand how
These
names...
generated names are ridiculous.
These aren't even close to being real names.
I mean, I guess if they're defaulted for D&D, they could. I mean, it's possible they could fit for some weird elf or orc name. You know.
I have no idea what they're made for. And let's get to the last one. Iplafru. So, bloom. Say. Okay, there should be 3 brand spanking new blank character sheets. I'm going to disappear for approximately 30 seconds.
Okay. Well then.
Discuss any character ideas you may or may not have had. Go.
Alright, well, Dakota, Ren, the first thing here is basic information. Character's name, age, gender, and some physical characteristics. Well, the name, for me, is like always one of the last things I do.
Just, yeah, because you figure out
the freaking character.
Afterwards. Yeah.
But I was really thinking I was going to make, like, an old man. I thought, like, that would be funny, like, have the really strong, or really, actually, no, not strong. I was going to have him be the really smart old man, kind of, almost Professor Xavier-esque here. So, is there an age on the character sheet? I don't think there is. We'll put it in notes. We'll just put age 78.
You're gonna be the buff old man?
Yeah, well,
That's
no.
the stereotypical
sort of.
buff old man that's in every anime.
He's not gonna be buff. He's gonna be the really
okay,
strong,
so
really strong-minded one.
Okay, so that's the one you're using. Got it.
I was although choose your class is much later in a career, I figured he would be like the scientist type for this. But yeah, name, age, gender, that's not even here. Again, not that it matters all that much, and some physical characteristics. Like, well, that's kind of assume it as such. Alignment. Is there alignment in fucking what are the alignments?
There is. It's just basic generic D&D alignment, but honestly, I do not think it matters.
I don't think it matters, but I mean, if we're going pirate, you know, he'd probably be lawful evil if I had to choose. You know.
Why the fuck is the picture in the PDF for lawful evil one of the fucking admirals?
Because
Oh, never mind. I see who it is. Never mind.
Sakazuki?
That guy should be the poster boy for lawful evil.
Yeah, from what I've heard, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, in other news, I'm actually already like 300 and something episodes in One Piece.
Oh my gosh.
Nice. Only 600 more.
Also, I don't know why they used Kizaru for lawful neutral when, like, Aokiji is a much better fit.
Aokiji is a better lawful neutral, yes.
At the very least, one could argue Aokiji has a slight penchant for good.
That's
here's a thing. Remember too, it said that this was starting being written in 2011.
Oh, okay.
It's possible the character didn't exist then.
No, he did because I see screenshots.
Was like the first
from...
Okay. Look, I don't know. I was trying to be defensive for Revix, but I guess it doesn't matter.
Also, he said Doflamingo is chaotic neutral, and that's hilarious.
Once again,
he is just fucking chaotic.
I think there was nothing. I think this only came out when Punk Hazard was a thing, so we knew a fraction about what we know about Doflamingo, who is clearly chaotic. Fuck you.
Super
chaotic. Fuck you. I love it. But let's see.
I would say Blackbeard's more neutral than Doflamingo, honestly.
After picking alignment, the third step is to pick disadvantages. To which there's a whole page here of said things. What is cursed? Does it mean they are cursed or they enjoy cursing?
I think it very much means whatever you want it to mean.
You know what? Well, then we're going to do that then. It's going to be curse, and he enjoys cursing.
Alright.
Because I can do that.
So, what have I missed thus far?
We've gone through 3 of the 13 steps.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, 2. Because the first one was like 4 different things.
Oh, okay. And,
step 3 here is pick disadvantages, which, picking 3 as such, I am going with curse along with... Jesus, there's a whole list of shit here.
I gotta think of a level or a age for my character. I don't fucking know.
Migraine. And then disadvantage 3.
I guess I also gotta pick a race. What race am I gonna be?
Perverted. We're taking perverted.
Oh, hi, Brooke.
Alright. After that, then there is calculate attribute scores. Place an 8 in each attribute box, and then 20 points to spend. However, no score can go above a 16 at this level. So then, with the 6 things, and you could put 3 in each, making them all 11, and have an extra 2. But I'm not going to do that. Instead, he is going. Let's see. God damn it, math.
I was just checking if I still had my Devil Fruit list, and I fucking do. This handwritten goddamn Devil Fruit list from like 5 years ago. I still have.
It was 3 years ago.
Well, I made it like 2 years before we started. This was in the pipeline.
Oh my god.
For a long time.
That's amazing. Okay. Can spend 16. Okay, real fast. I am gonna kind of skip ahead and see what do I need for...
I wonder if technically
scientist.
A fishman technically breaks the logic of devil fruits, because you can't swim, but then you could still survive in the water because you could breathe the water.
Ren,
yeah.
Are you taking this or am I taking this? I'll take this. So, canonically, there are at least 2 known fishman devil fruit users. Essentially, they just can't swim. They cannot move in the water. They can breathe in the water fine. They just can't move. So, the 2 examples we have. We have Vanderdecker V13, who has the Mark fruit. So basically, anything he touches with his right hand, or left hand, I don't remember which way around it is, he's a really minor character. He has marked that target, and he can throw stuff at it, and it will always hit that target, no matter how far away he is. So that's 1. And basically, in the Fishman Island arc, he just can't be in water. Like, he can be in it and breathe, but he can't move, so he moves around in a giant floating bubble. The second Fishman Devil Fruit user we know of is Jack the Drought, one of Kaido's 3 calamities, or all-stars, who is a big fish man who ate the ancient Zo fruit model mammoth. So he's a big fish man who turns into a giant woolly mammoth. He got thrown off the side of a giant elephant and just sat in the water until someone came and rescued him.
Yeah, I just thought of another broken logic one. All devil fruits don't lose their strength in water. What happens if you eat a Zoan type that's based on a fish?
That's Kaido.
Yeah, there's only one person that we know of that do that. Theoretically, there aren't any fish devil fruits because we've never seen them. The only one we've ever seen is mythical.
Yeah.
And the only reason it's mythical is so that they can be something that isn't a fish.
Yeah. So theoretically,
So can they survive it? Can they swim in water and shit, or is he just a fish that's gonna be dead in the water?
Oh, actually, we don't. We do know that even if they could, they wouldn't be able to move.
yeah, they could be a fish and potentially be a fish in the water. They couldn't move, so they're just kind of fish.
So you're useless.
Yeah,
I mean, you're not dead.
you are not dead. So there's advantage to not being able to die in the water. But as for what you could do, I think it very much depend on the type of fish, if there'd be any other secondary characteristics of said fish, and then maybe just generic Zoan powers. So okay, I can turn into a half man, half fish and slap you with a big tail. What else can fish do? Maybe scales act as some kind of armor. It'd be a very meh fruit, but also
unless it was a starfish, because then you're functionally immortal.
Well, like I said, it would probably depend on the model because fish is a very wide model. So for example, let's say if it was a salmon, you got the fish fruit model salmon. Well, salmon are known for their navigation and their ability to jump. So you'd probably gain an amazing ability to flounder. So you could probably turn into a salmon and flap up and slap people in the face with the same brute force that a salmon can use to jump up a waterfall.
Yeah.
Although, to be honest, what you can and can't do with Zoans gets more and more messed up because in a very recent chapter, the Triceratops Zoan
Oh god.
turned himself into a helicopter by getting the big defensive head plate around the Triceratops. Dude got that, span it round his neck, and started flying.
Yep.
Triceracopter. Don't think about it. That is the best thing to do. Just don't think about it, dude. So if you get a weird thing, don't think about it. Just say whatever wacky stuff comes to mind.
So what are we rolling?
How do we? Well, you don't roll for attributes, but you do roll to determine what your
Right, we need to roll the fruit.
fruit. Thank
Yes.
you. God, what the hell is with my brain? I can't think of
Oh god,
basic
how,
ass
how,
words.
how do we start this again? I forget.
Bardic. Do you have that, or do I need to go back through our fucking thing
Um,
somewhere?
It might be easier to search through a Discord. Now, unfortunately, because I'm a dingus and I still haven't remembered to actually do this going forward, and I didn't make the cameras a pop-out window, if I go click around, it fucks all the cameras. So if someone else wants to do a Google, not Google search, a Discord search, I can't remember which place it would be in. I think maybe character creation chat or general.
Okay, here it is. I found it. It's in character creation chat. Roll a d100. If it's 6 or lower, roll a 1d20. If it's between 7 and 36, roll 1d100. Reroll if higher than 85. And if 37 or higher, use a random number generator. Pick a number between 1 and 218. So then, let's see. For me, I will do this first. Roll 1d100. Or I can fuck up the command.
Always
I got an
suck.
8.
You got
If it's 6, that's a Zullen, I believe. If it's between 7 and 36, roll 1d100. Again, it's higher than 85, so re-roll. 10. So what is 10 on your Zoan list?
on my Zoan list, if you'll give me one moment, let's adjust that. Okay, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is one I had marked with a question mark. So we can either take it as is and figure out how it works, or we move on to the next one. This one literally just says bug question mark.
Oh.
bug? Like, what kind of bug?
Well, this is also a thing, because that's there are other bugs specified on this list. So I've got like beetle, butterfly, blah 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 blah.
Yeah. Do you have a praying mantis anywhere?
Somewhere on here. So the bug is just here because it's like I don't know if this comes under Zoan. I don't know if the bug fruit would maybe be a paramecia where you annoy people. So we can either
That's just no. That's chum. That's just chum.
yeah. So we can take bug, and you can define that however you wish. Or you can specify and go, yes, this is the bug fruit model, whatever.
Ooh.
And you now get a lot more free choice. Or we can move on to the next one down.
I could do chimera ant.
Oh God. Oh God. No. Nick, why?
That'd be complicated as hell. What's the
It
next one
would.
down?
The next one down on the list is butterfly.
Oh well, all right. Well, I guess I'm going bug anyway. I don't know. Butterfly doesn't fit with the dude. God damn it.
I'm just imagining just do with little tiny butterfly wings buzzing around.
I mean, if we
It
want
could.
to make this a little bit more
I am a
interesting,
beautiful butterfly.
we can. Wow, is that a Bug's Life reference?
Yes.
That's all.
Look, man. I was already planning on having my guy be German.
So I suppose what we could do, because this is just fun, is when you get to the type, so Zoan, Paramecia, whatever, maybe do 3 rolls and choose that way instead of it being you pick one and work with it.
Basically, the
Okay.
logic of
So you want me to
when you
do-
get the admiral rank, you just have the 3 fruits you get to choose from.
So alright. So what are 84 and 50 then?
Good thing question. Now I need to count. I believe I've got 25 in a row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, okay, so 23 in a row. Cool.
So the next one over would be 46.
So 46.
And then
so
Fourth one down on the third row would be 50.
8. Okay, so 50 is Lana.
Okay.
Uh,
Llama.
Yeah.
And then 84, which should be the second one from the last.
Second from the last. Wolverine.
It doesn't work quite as well as I would like, but I actually, you know what? I can switch things around. I don't necessarily.
No, hear me out. It could be one of those things where it's you're the strategist, the planner, you're super smart. So they're oh, send the melee guy after him. He can't defend himself. And then he just pulls the I'm not trapped in here with you.
You're trapped in here with me.
So,
Yeah, I dig it.
Also, fun fact. Technically, the llama fruit exists in One Piece. It was eaten by a bazooka called Alpacachino.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about Alpacachino.
A bazooka that ate a Zoan
Wait,
fruit?
isn't that alpaca? Isn't he an alpaca?
Alpaca, llama, I honestly don't remember what it was specifically.
There is a difference, but they're very minor.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Let's fucking do it. Let's have my guy. I was gonna have him be a marksman scientist, but fuck it. Let's have him be a
Okay, hear me out.
warrior,
Marksman
brawler.
Marksman, and he uses the llama's ability to spit.
I don't know. I don't like Wolverine's cooler. Come on, man. He's my favorite X-Men growing up.
I mean,
Oh
Yeah.
God, so
to
you're
be
gonna
honest,
be
you
a
then
warrior.
could make yourself almost be based on Wolverine. You know,
Yeah.
give yourself mutton chops. Okay, I
But
take
he's
this too.
stupidly smart.
I
You're
kind
saying
of dig
Wolverine
this.
is not smart.
Yeah,
He's a little rash at times. He definitely does go in without thinking sometimes.
He's a little rash all the time.
It just made me. I can't remember the exact meme, but there's a meme about Wolverine where it's they're talking about Magneto. Dude literally controls metal. Wolverine every time. No, my bones. He still tries. I don't know why he still tries.
I just love that. Magneto had to laugh when he found out that Xavier recruited Wolverine. It's like the first time he runs into him, like, Xavier sent you to me?
He sent you here just get tortured?
I'm like, why would he do that?
Meanwhile, Xavier's there like, call me Baldy again.
So, question: would Wolverine? Would that go for Brawler, Swordsman, or Warrior?
I would say Brawler.
I would think more along the lines of Warrior, actually. Because Warrior, I believe, is the one that like uses different weapons and shit. Swordsman is straight
100%
swords.
depends on how you want to play the character, because they're all viable. To put them into like basic terms, Brawler is your straight up, I do the punches, I hurt people. Obviously, that's what Merc is. Swordsman's a little bit finicky, if I'm 100% honest. I don't think it's a fantastically made class. I'm sure it's good, but I've yet to see it be like good. Because you got two stances, you can be a strength swordsman or a speed swordsman, and so one's like a fencer and one's like a brute force, whatever.
And you can take use multiple swords at once, I believe, if you take certain things.
And then Warrior. Warrior is like your tank. I stand here, and I may not do the most damage, but I'm gonna break your kneecaps and hold you in place and slowly whittle you down.
Oh, I just thought about it. If he does the swordsman, technically just straight up Wolverine, 6 sword style.
But I think Brawler though has the best explosive energy to it.
Brawler is,
and especially not something you'd expect from a man that I'm trying to create.
Brawler is your straight up punch knock him down. Brawler is like the standard combatant, like, if you want to standardize.
In a way, you could technically, because we don't know all of what you're gonna choose for the Wolverine style fighting. You could make it where you just put tiny little claws coming out of your knuckles and basically make them like a style of brass knuckle.
Yeah, I mean claws. The Wolverine claws themselves would count as a natural weapon, so you could use them for flurry of blows and all that stuff. Or vice versa, it counts as a weapon that you can use to break people's kneecaps. And
I think that would just tear their leg off.
Yeah, it would. And you can also technically go, yes, this is a sword. You know, One Piece is very fluid in what is and isn't considered a sword.
If it's sharp, it's a sword.
Yeah. Bear in mind, the Giraffe Man used full sword style because his legs were like swords.
As before, I'm pretty sure that I won't be going much into the actual class category for feats-wise, because I probably will be going more into the scientist side and, of course, the devil fruit side. So the brawler matters little to me, but I do like the fact that pretty much every level my unarmed damage will increase. And assuming that will stack with Wolverine claws.
Oh, it most certainly will.
So
because technically that's just an addition to it. It'd be like Merc's gloves that have the studded glove. It's an unarmed strike, but it has increased damage due to you have something on the glove.
I learned to punch harder as I level up, but yeah, and assumingly also my claws will get stronger. Like they start as fucking glass, but they'll eventually turn into adamantium.
Yeah.
All right.
So I think that's what I'll be doing, and we'll worry about a whole feat list here in a few.
I did want to talk about something with Data, but later we can do.
We need it. Data's dead. What are you talking about? But what you two need to roll.
Yeah.
All right. So, you want to go first, Bryn, or do you want me?
What are we rolling? I'll go.
See what devil fruit you get.
I know, but what do we need to roll?
So roll a d100.
Okay. I rolled a 90.
So 37 or higher. Roll roll 20 and just roll a d218.
Oh boy.
You get a paramecia.
type.
And do that 3 times, I suppose, because it's.
I wanted a Zoan for Data, but
For Data or for new character, because Data's dead.
new character is different. I have no idea what I'm gonna base his character entirely around whatever his devil fruit is.
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, just do /r space 1d 218.
Hold on.
What is your luck getting fucking Paramecia? What the fuck?
You got a Logia last time.
Paramecia
Paramecia is the most common.
Yeah.
If you roll higher than a 37 on the first D100, then you get a Paramecia.
I hope I get a Logia type.
Well, you have to roll lower than a 7 on your first D100.
So I really would love a Logia.
Of course you would. Logias are overpowered as fuck.
Well, in the actual universe, less so in the game.
Rin,
I have
Rin,
ideas.
you take half damage from everything.
No, I don't.
That's chill.
Have I been supposed to be doing? Was I supposed to be taking half damage from everything?
I thought that was the thing of like you took half damage from everything, but then you take double damage or something from Sonic.
So technically,
I've been playing that wrong. If that's the case.
Well, basically, since day one, since we had a Logia on crew, I've had to be creative. From regular attacks, so normal dude comes and tries to punch Data, you take no damage. That's just how it works.
You forgot the D. You forgot
Yeah, I
1D
know.
218.
I
You just
know.
rolled a 218. So it's 108.
Okay, so that is one.
Do it twice. Go do it twice more, Ren.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I've got one mark.
198.
Oh, Jesus Christ, hang on.
And then 58. What's with the 8s?
Ooh.
Okay, so
What is
58
with the 8s?
we can get. So 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. 58 is curve. 108
Interesting.
is howl. And 198 I'm unsure on, so just give me a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
That-
8, 9,
Curve, Howl.
15, 16.
I don't know what you could do with those.
Curve, I feel, could be very similar to,
course,
like,
Then
Ben.
again, I got one that was fucking just straight up shrink, and look what I've done with it.
Yeah, exactly.
96,
I feel like
78.
Howl you could almost play off as you're just Valkyr.
Okay.
Like
Oh
your
god!
battle cries, it's buffs for the whole team.
I was gonna say there's like I could do a lot of stuff with Hell.
What's the third one?
The 198 is silver.
Silver?
Yep. Curve, howl, and silver.
There's a very weird werewolf vibe going on with these Paramecias.
Yeah.
hold
Also,
on.
silver. That'd be cool. Could turn your body to silver. Can materialize weapons.
Not turn your body, that'd make you a Logia.
No, not necessarily.
So
No, yeah.
the equivalent for this of things that exist in the world, this would probably be similar, potentially, to like the wax fruit, to like the poison fruit, where you can create it and your body is silver. Like it's like solid, but
Yeah.
like
So-
but also maybe like Katakuri, because silver can be fluid.
So the
So-
thing about
Because like I was thinking
Magellan
logic of
is
Luffy.
that Magellan doesn't actually turn his body into poison. He
No.
just covers his body in poison.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing for wax, dude.
Yeah.
The only one that can actually turn themselves into the only Paramecia that we've seen that can turn themselves into the thing is Katakuri.
But once again, I suppose that kind of makes sense. Mochi is a pliable, movable thing. You know,
Right.
But
he,
I mean, there's all the same. I mean, isn't the gum fruit? Isn't that also a Paramecia?
So
Yeah.
Luffy isn't actually rubber. He just has the properties of rubber.
yeah.
He can't like create rubber.
No.
So in this case, you'd have the properties of silver. If you wanted.
Theoretically.
Well, if
That's
you
one
one or the other,
interpretation.
you'd either have the properties of silver or you'd be able to create silver. Like, that's...
Yeah.
Create would be better in my opinion. Now that I'm looking at it, because like,
And I'm not sure exactly
God damn it!
what silver would do.
Are you making this character a perv, Nick?
Well,
That's one of his disadvantages. His
Oh,
I mean,
perverted.
God.
I could just make him be the silver version of Gold to Zoro, but
I mean,
that seems
yeah.
kind of boring. Curve. So I'm stuck between the curve fruit and the how fruit.
Okay. So what do you think you could do with these?
So the how fruit seems pretty simple. There's, I would say, 3 trees: buffs, debuffs, and damage.
Yeah.
So like the damage is very much Black Canary-esque.
It's a Sonic
Yeah.
scream.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you yell for Sonic.
You're fucking present, Mike.
Yeah, like President Mike. Yeah,
It is a
that
fairly
basic thing.
simple, logical, it's been used everywhere, fucking
Yeah.
Dovahkiin just shouting at shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you just are Dovahkiin, and you have different howls that do different things.
Now,
I mean-
granted, I could probably use them in slightly more interesting ways, like
Absolutely, because
echolocation.
like it's just limited to what you can find in Skyrim. But in this, like you can come up with fucking whatever.
Yeah, and
Have
Oh
different
my
howls.
God.
the thing is, if you look throughout media in general, there'll be countless sound-based things. So, can use it for like echolocation, can use it to break objects, can use it to do this and that. Like, there's a bunch of different things you can use it for, and I think every single sound-based thing has been done.
I
So-
could also alternatively use it as to say, like, it could be a super weird paramecia where like I can like steal properties from animals. So it's like I fight a dog and then I can like use its sense of smell. It's like a general beast thing. But I don't turn into them.
No, okay. I mean, I know paramecias get weird, but I don't quite know how that would correlate to Howl.
I'm not sure.
Like, I get the gist of it. It's just really pushing the limits of what Howl would consider. Like, I'm just trying to think of other things. So, Howl. I'd have to look up like actual dictionary definitions and thesaurus usage of the word howl. So howl is just like, I think, just loud noise. To be loud. Obviously, it's the cry of an animal. Usage, to howl with laughter, to howl in pain.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's not a super fluid word. It pretty much means one thing. Sadly.
Yeah, no, it's all the same. So I mean I could do that. Curve could be interesting, but it's like, so personally, I like more defined devil fruits. I feel like the more vague the devil fruit is, it's always going to lead to the same place.
So I'm going, how do I distort time and reality?
Yeah, because it's like, after a certain point, once you're like, if you take the interpretation as like the metaphorical interpretation of the word, then all of your abilities are going to be metaphysical in nature. That's
Yeah.
the only thing that you can do with that.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm kind of like, if I do the curve fruit, it would have to be something like simple, but I'm not sure
You'd have
how
to
to make
set
that work.
a real
without-
hard limitation on it to otherwise go, well, I curve
Right.
your understanding of reality. I now walk on air.
Well, it would be more like, I was thinking more of like I could curve light around me, but that's kind of like, all right. But other than that, like, what are you gonna do? Like, the obvious thing would be like you use a projectile and you can make it do whatever. You can basically make the bullet do whatever you want.
You just become whole horse.
You know what I
Yeah.
totally just fucking realized? Curve is essentially fucking chum with bend.
Yeah.
Bend and curve are very similar.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah, they are.
With, I think, technically less limitations. Because I'm not putting any stress on the object. Because
No.
there's no implication of it being bended. I'm just curving it. It's
I
just
think-
being curved.
Yeah, I think the logic is bending can have more drastic effects, but then
But
has
curve
to
can
return
apply to
no-
more things.
Yeah,
Right.
so curve
And there
is
are
a
less drawbacks.
less drastic, but less drawback, I suppose, because you just curve it.
Right.
I am not bending it out of shape. I'm just pushing it that way.
Right. So theoretically, there would be no like actual consequences to it being curved. It's just curving now.
I mean, yeah, pretty much.
It might be a little inefficient. Like if I'm like, oh, your finger is curved. No, it doesn't fit in your glove, so you can't.
Like,
What?
I suppose theoretically, using that exact example, you curve your arm to fit. Like, okay, you could curve it back, but you ever tried to unfold a piece of paper or like straighten?
I don't even think it would flatten it because it's just curving it. It keeps its volume.
True.
Same size, same mass. It's just curved.
I mean,
So it's no longer a straight line.
it would be then hard to return things to being uncurved.
Depending on what you do,
Well,
you could like
theoretically,
theoretically.
Yeah.
But I think how fruit's probably better.
All right. So, if that's a fruit, what?
Unless I can reroll curve fruit.
Oh, you've had your 3 rerolls.
Okay. Well, in that case, then we're going with how.
Okay.
All right.
We've got
So, Dakota, roll a d100. 84. That's a paramecia.
that. All right.
Okay.
So roll 3 d218s.
How the fuck do I do
Just
that?
In
Oh
roll
yeah,
type
I know what I'm gonna do.
/r space 1 d218
I know exactly what I'm gonna do.
or 3 d218.
No, doing the 3 would put them all together.
It would
Oh,
show you the 3
okay.
separate ones, though.
That's
It
right,
would
yeah.
roll them 3 separately. So 97, 8, and 57.
Okay. 8.
is with
That's
the
pretty
8s?
quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Number 8 is bake. 97. Let me just check I got this right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, I do. The 97. 7 is gold.
So we have
And
silver
We
and
got
gold.
Silver and gold.
And 57. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is cupcake.
What the
You
fuck?
have cake, cupcake, and gold.
What the absolute fuck?
I imagine that with cupcake, you're just boo. You can just turn things into cupcakes.
Well, there.
And with bake, you carry around a magical oven that can bake anything you could possibly need.
I mean,
No, I feel like with the bake one, I am the oven. Everything I touch,
Yeah.
I could just start cooking.
yeah, so bake, a whole bunch of options, depending on how wild you want to get. Either it's just a generic heat-based thing. For example, there is a character called Charlotte Oven who has the heat fruit, and he is just hot. He touches stuff, goes hot. So bake could be an interpretation of that. Baking is just how you heat things. You could literally have an oven that's part of your chest that generates heat, and you could use that, and you could cook stuff in it. You could put people in it. You could be an oven. You could be an oven person.
You could be our chef.
I mean,
Oh my god, that would be genius.
Just imagine Sanji if he had the bake fruit.
Oh god, his freaking devil kick would be a lot more terrifying.
I mean, there's other ways you could interpret it. You could interpret it as, you are going to bake things in the sense of getting them stoned. 'Cause that's bake.
He's the stoner! Every ship needs a stoner. Every ship needs a stoner, and that's why they invited you.
Ship stoner.
Stoner. Ship stoner.
Yeah, I'm
So-
definitely taking the bake and
Bake in the form of cook or bake in the form of stone?
bake in the form of
Are you a giant oven?
Just be a
I'm bake-
Rotom Heat.
that's basically what
Be
I
a
was thinking.
cyborg. Be a cyborg chef and be a Rotom Heat.
So here's the thing.
That's
Um,
that I was originally gonna do human, but that is even better.
Alright, so the thing is, something similar to this does technically exist. In the Film Gold tie-in filler arc, there is a character called, I forget his fucking name. It's a not important name. It's like Silver something. Bill. His name is fucking Bill. That's why I don't remember his name, because his name is Bill. He has something called the Smelt fruit. And essentially, he is a smelter. He can eat iron ore and ingest iron ore into his stomach, smelt it, and pull out fully made weapons. And he can do that and turn himself into a giant smelted human. You're that. You're just a fucking oven. So you just open up your oven door, blast heat out, trap enemies inside, just stand there and cook people. It's
We
pretty...
could also theoretically do that thing. So you know how there's that Marine that has the wash fruit,
Yeah.
and when she washes you, you're foldable like laundry.
Yeah.
So, what if,
I could literally turn people into cuisine.
quite literally, he can manipulate them like food?
Yeah.
If they get put in that oven. So he could theoretically take a rock, put it in the oven, and it could come out as food.
Well, I don't...
Edible food.
I mean, so yes, because that One Piece does have stuff like that. There is Strusen, with I think it's just...
Strussen's doesn't make it edible. It just turns it into... You can eat it, but it's still
I just
around.
realized if I combine that with the chef, literally, just in the middle of, just catch a fish, just immediately, and here you go. Here's some fresh sushi.
Yeah. So, 100% as the oven, theoretically you could do that. I mean, I don't... So, using a wash fruit as the example, you become foldable like laundry. There's the side effect that it washes your conscience, or it gives you a clean morality. So, I don't know how, for example, when you bake something, it's usually to make it rise. So, you could rise the something out of people.
I was thinking more along the lines of if I do it to a person, all it does is just cook every bit of food out of them and they just starve.
There's any interpretation here. So right now, my brain is stuck on rising because that's what I think of when I think bake. Because you have to.
Oh, that is one thing
to
from
rise.
it. That is one thing, but the other thing I'm thinking is you cook them and what is another thing that happens when you have something in the oven? It dries it out.
It does. It dries. So, but I'm trying to think of non-combat, non-aggressive fights. So, for example, if you put your friend in the oven. So if you grabbed Nick and put him in the oven and helped him rise, boom, buffed up. He's now got
I just
plus 2
pop out
strength.
a slightly taller version of him.
Yeah, he's pumped up. He's stronger. He's heartier. There's all kinds of
We just
nonsense you
use
could do
Dakota's
with it.
character as a sauna.
Yeah. You could steam people in the oven. Steaming is very beneficial. It hydrates you. Yeah.
That is another version of baking,
Alright.
yeah.
Alright, are you gonna go with the bake fruit?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright, I think after that, then we've chosen our fruits. I think it'll be a good time for a break.
Yeah, people
We're an hour in. I need to use the restroom.
yeah, I can grab another beer.
And then we can come back and continue. We did go out of order because we're not supposed to technically choose devil fruits or not until step 12, but it helps when making characters.
It's the most fun
So,
part of the character, let's face it.
Yeah. So after this, then we will move on to step 5.
Alright. Cool.
I think I
We'll
know
be
what I'm
back
doing too.
in a couple of minutes, everybody. So we will see you real soon. We'll be back. We're talking about Rin and how Rin is going to abuse the fluidity of what is and isn't a percussive instrument.
Oh, even better. I'm dumb. I'm a warrior. I can just like have a shield and bang on my shield.
Yeah.
In fact, my shield could be a drum.
You could
Specifically,
make
one of
shield
those.
a straight up drum. Yeah.
What are those? The one that it's just like it's like it looks like a shell. I'm trying to
A
remember
cymbal?
what the fuck that drum.
A steel drum.
No. Yeah, a steel drum.
Oh my god, yeah, a steel drum would be fucking cool as shit.
So even as you block attacks, sound is created.
They
Yeah,
block me
exactly
and
like
hurt
that.
themselves.
What Nick's just pulled up.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I have like a whole idea now.
Although probably a lot less harmonic and much more percussive.
Well, that's the thing. There's steel drums and there's I think it's called a timpani, which is the same.
Timpani.
Yeah.
A timpani is like the biggest drum you'll ever find in an orchestra pit.
Yeah. Same concept. And shield bashing is a thing. You could get so proficient because about hitting in particular, you could use your enemy's skulls to create rhythm. So you just like bash them with the shield and go boom, 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 boom.
But yes, I don't know. I guess the how fruit will have some abilities of its own, and then I guess the two trees will be actives and then passives. Because the passives will be buffs to the other sound-based abilities, and the actives will be specific skills that the how fruit can do.
All right. Well, I guess we'll move on to the next section of the actual character creation. We'll worry about
Oh,
our feat lists later for our specific fruits because they take a minute to make. And last time we did this, it took us several weeks to finalize our devil fruits.
Yeah. I think going over the nitty-gritty of feats and everything is a bit much. It is a whole bunch of stuff. There's like feats make up like more than half of this whole thing, don't they?
Yeah.
It's based on 3.5, and considering the you can't see them all over there. Actually, you can see my whole bookcase over there. That's pretty cool. So that entire bookcase on that top row, most of that is 3.5 books. There's easily about 10, if not more, and each one of those books has got, how big is a feat section every 3.5 book? It's usually like a third of the entire book, right?
Yeah.
There's as many feats usually as there are spells. It's ridiculous.
Alright. Let's see though. The next thing is to choose a race. I'm pretty sure we're all going human because we are all using our devil fruits.
No.
No? Oh, you're giant. Right. You said
I'm a giant.
you meant okay, you're a giant. Me and Dakota are both human. To which each of the races therein have bonuses that I should probably...
We have an extra 2 attribute points. To
Yes, I'm gonna put those in wisdom.
You have. Oh yeah.
I put mine in con. I plan to be the basically brute.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm the assassin. Ooh. Isn't that a class?
Rogue, yes. Or no, assassin is a. No. Assassin is the prestige version. I
prestige.
believe.
But I think
Bounty hunter.
What if I just go rogue? Bounty hunter's a career.
Oh yeah, rogue.
I'm gonna go rogue. Fuck it. Because I realize I'm pretty sure we already passed that section.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very 3.5 S rogue, so sneak attack, extra stabbies. it's pretty simple, really.
So how
Yeah.
do we allot our attribute points again?
We already did that, Ren. Did you?
You have
Were you not-
20.
were
You
you-
have 20 to put wherever you want.
Everything
You can't
starts at
exceed
8.
16.
Everything starts at 8, cannot exceed 16, but you have 20
Gotcha.
points to spend.
That's
If
right.
the maximum you can do is you can have 2 stats at 16, and that leaves you with a 12 and something else. If you want to have 3 8s, if you want to min max as much as you possibly can.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I have 6. I have that all set up.
I think
Anyways,
you can
choose.
average out at everything at
Okay.
12 as well.
Calculate attribute modifiers. Okay, that's done for us.
You would still have some left over if you did that.
If what? If you did 16, 16, 12?
No,
And
if you
3
did,
8s?
like all 12s, you would still have more left over.
No,
Yeah.
you wouldn't.
Yeah, you would. You have
No, you
20
wouldn't.
points to... Oh, it starts at 8. That's
Yeah.
right.
Starts at 8. You can do
The
everything
character
at
sheet
11
starts at
and then have
10.
an extra 2.
Yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, calculating attribute modifiers, those are already determined for us. Alright, select a class is next, which I've determined is Rogue, to which I am going then to input... Or actually, oh wait, first, I believe is actually size. Because I believe that's part of race, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of tied into it. But
Yeah, apply that race's attribute, but if medium doesn't do anything, does it?
No, medium
no.
does nothing. It's just
It does nothing
base.
special.
But you'd
Ren,
be up to
though,
8
you're
feet.
going giant, correct?
Yeah, I'm
How big are you big?
how big and big?
Colossal, gargantuan, huge, large.
I'm colossal.
You're the
Yeah.
biggest you possibly can be. Jesus Christ, that means you are a minimum of 64 feet tall and 125 tons.
Yeah.
Why?
That will lower your attack, defense, and dex by 4.
I don't need those anyway.
But it will make you have a 30-foot fucking square and a 30-foot reach.
And
And
guess,
also up your con and strength by 4.
fun fact, there's a warrior abilities. The sonic abilities for warrior are your reach range,
Oh,
your
geez.
melee attack range.
Right.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
So, out of curiosity, this little crew that we're designing, we'll talk about all that later. It's how fucking big does this ship have to be? Or do you have a separate, flotation
Brother,
wing that you get
no.
dragged around on behind?
No. You want to know how big it is, Bardic? Thriller bark.
Yeah, it's just a whole fucking island.
No, we don't have a ship. My character Drake has a pet turtle from the Giants Land, and we ride around on its back.
Alright,
The
well,
house setup.
I want to point out that according to the game, there is no ship that can carry you. The Man of War has the highest cargo capacity at 50 tons.
It's not a. That's why we're not on a ship.
Oh my god, we're on a turtle?
Oh, you know what? No.
We're on a turtle.
No, we do have a ship. We just sail alongside the turtle. You ride the turtle.
I just ride on the turtle.
Oh my god.
I just swim everywhere and yell at
Oh, wait,
everybody.
no.
I
Fucking
just yell at everybody.
swim!
Oh,
Here's the thing. How about the turtle actually is below the surface of the water, and on the ship is sitting on top of the turtle, so it just looks like a normal ship floating across with a giant just walking. It looks like the giant is walking with the ship when he's actually
so
just sitting on the
basically,
turtle.
Like in Water 7, the freaking little things on the bulls.
Yeah, I can't remember what they're called, but yeah, basically them.
the flying fish riders.
No. In Ward 7, what are they called?
Oh, yeah, I know what
yeah.
you're talking about. Yeah.
I have no idea, but alright.
I don't know what they're called, but I know.
I
what
want to
you're
say
talking about.
Jaguar or
Yeah, they're.
Yagaros.
something like that. I don't
I have no idea. But Rin, you got all of your modifiers in place?
Not yet. Hold on.
Okay, -4 to attack, -4 to defense, -4 to dex.
Hold on.
I don't
-4
need to hit things. I'm just
I mean, I don't.
big.
I don't. I really don't. Make a fortitude save for your eardrums.
+4 con, +4 strength, 30-foot space, 30-foot reach.
Isn't there aren't there bonuses to like con for being big?
Plus
Yeah.
four.
Plus 4 con, plus 4 strength.
Oh, okay, that's okay. And that's on top of the general giant stuff. Ooh.
Yes.
I mean, the 16 is the base stat, not including these bonuses, right? Because otherwise you'd be a bit fucked. You could only get.
Yeah,
Dude,
no.
my
the
dex
16
is
is
like-
what you get. The 16 is the max you can get upon like inputting your things.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be that, and then racial and size
So,
stuff on top
with-
of that.
Without putting points into anything, my strength and constitution are already 16.
Jeez. To be fair,
Lovely.
you do have a -4 to attack and defense.
My dexterity is 2.
That's
Oh, he
amazing.
ain't dodging shit.
Well, he could put his points in intelligence
This is true.
because you can make defense rolls with either Dex or Int.
Well, here's the thing. This
His
uses 3
reflex save is gonna be
Yeah, I know.
terrible.
My dexterity has to be at least 3, or I literally can't move.
I mean, this uses 3.5 rules. So, the thing is, if this was to ever drop to 0, which stat, like, debuffs are a thing, you can't move. You can't do dick.
Well, no. I can't move. But I can still yell. That's all I need to
Oh
do.
my god. You are fully leaning into big, doofus, lumbering giant. I'm here for it. Yeah.
Oh my god.
In fact, I would argue if I was suddenly paralyzed, I would be in distress and yell louder.
You know what's hilarious is he gets a +2 charisma when he's laughing.
Oh, Rin. Watch your laughter style. Very important for giants.
Hold on. I'm just gonna say it's like a repeating A sound.
Hmm?
It's like ah.
Something like a fucking machine gun or a dolphin.
So what you're saying... Okay, so you know what I heard? And I don't know if it was intentional.
It was intentional. I know exactly what you're about to do. Do it.
So this is essentially, you'll have to... Oh, wow!
Literally, yes.
What?
So a sharp O at the beginning and then
Yes.
just nothing but A's.
Yes.
Oh my god.
2, 3, 4.
Alright, well,
I'm gonna
after all that, next up
I
is to
maxed out
choose
my
your
charisma,
class.
and then I'm gonna up my dex by 2, just so that I can move standard. And then I don't know if I should up my wisdom or my intelligence.
The
is
intelligence,
beautiful.
because that would help you still be able to do your defense rolls.
But I don't need to.
How much HP does you have?
When you
I'll
have like a
have
plus
a
20
lot.
con,
Yeah,
I'll take that.
'Cause I
hit,
can
buddy.
I can still buff my con.
You know what? Yeah, just go. You can hit me.
Fucking do it, mate.
Go up to, because I think you can go up to
Then I
16
take
by
the
putting
blood
points
feed on
into
top
it, and
of
then
it,
you have the
slam.
+4 from being a giant and the +4 from being fucking colossal. Have a fucking 24 con.
Fuck dodging. Every
so,
time you hit me, I'll cry out in pain.
So
Yeah.
like what?
some
I just
young,
imagine you walk in, everyone hits you, me and Nick are just hanging off the sides.
some young buck marine, like, I'm gonna climb the ranks, I'm gonna be a captain, comes up and starts wailing into you, and you go, "Go for it, dude!"
I just lean down. Hey,
Starts
mate,
laughing.
that hurt.
No, leans down, taps cheek, just like, come on, put one right here.
They hit me, I yell in pain, their eardrums explode.
I think you would just make them turn to nothing. You would just poof. At that range.
Oh my gosh.
It would be
Um,
eardrums. They would just, it'd be, it
okay.
sounds so bad, they would just, they just explode.
So my con is. Oh, wait, that's right! There's the additional rule. I can subtract points from another score to increase my other scores. And since I don't need strength, I can sacrifice it.
I will remind you, you are limited to the 16 con before bonuses.
Racial
Right,
attributes.
Right. I know that, but I can still buff it by 8 points. So
Like,
that
your
gives
con
me
was at 8.
That's where it
before all the
starts.
no, yeah, it
bonuses?
starts at 8, and it
Uh-huh.
ended up at 16.
Yeah, because being a colossal creature gives him +4, and then being a
It's like
giant
12.
also gives him +4. Same for strength.
So if I just take all that strength and turn all that into
Oh my god. So,
Well, yeah, because you don't need to hit hard.
yeah,
So,
I really don't. I'm
you
here for
can-
buffs.
so your
I just need to
con,
live long enough to buff my allies.
so you're giving yourself a 22 con at level 1.
Yeah, so I have that, and then I have 12 intelligence, 16 charisma, 12 intelligence.
So at level 1, without any buffs or anything, you have 11 HP.
Yeah,
If you are you a,
No,
and
12.
are you a brawler?
I have 24 con. Ooh, that's tempting.
What class are you?
I'm either gonna go brawler or warrior. If I go brawler, I get
You get an
blooded-
extra 5
I get an
because
extra
you start
5
with blooded.
That'd
Or
be
I mean,
very
you could just
nice.
take whatever you want, and then take your feats as just like 5 blooded.
No, you can only take blooded twice.
Can you?
Yeah, it's limited. You can only take it twice.
I think warrior might be able to take it more. I'm uncertain.
But I'm gonna go
Actually,
warrior
I
because
think-
they have shouting abilities.
I think technically Brawler can get it 3
Yeah.
times because they start with it and then you can take it 2 more times.
That's it. It's brawler, not warrior. I'm getting them mixed up.
Oh, I always interpreted is you got the feat for free once, and that counted as one of yours.
Well, it says you can only take this feat twice. It doesn't say you can only have it twice.
Let's see, blooded stat
fair enough,
bonus.
I guess.
Add +2 HP to your total HP each time you level up. So instead of 5, it'll be 7 for your base, and then plus your con. If you're taking this feat after level 1, recalculate your HP from level 1 with this bonus.
Yeah.
And then special, this may be taken more than once. Add an additional +2 HP per level.
Oh,
There is no limit.
there's no limit.
Oh, hot
Oh,
diggity
no.
dang. You
Oh no!
just take
Well-
blooded 5 times.
This changes things now, doesn't it?
All I'm imagining is we get in combat. Me and Nick are like ready to go. He just sits down, pulls out a drum, and just starts
Literally.
drumming.
This is fantastic. I am very happy with this.
Hold on, let me think.
Oh, also, I did mine. I can go into both stances of the brawler. I can go either into the aggressive stance or the bodyguard stance.
Okay.
I mean, I would argue at this point, I
There we
don't
go.
think you need anybody to tank ever, because you've got the biggest HP tank. See,
Okay.
Rin right now is making what barbarian players in D&D wish they could make. Yeah, you know what? Just ignore my HP pool. Assume it's infinite.
Okay. Alright, so hear me out. So, you know how in order to yell loud, and this is very common with breath weapons in 3.5, they use your con stat for saves.
Yeah.
Would that be the case here?
For making yelling attacks,
Yeah.
one like, with your Devil Fruit Tree, yes, one would assume you use your con. Like, because you're falling. Like,
Oh Jesus!
well, as well, what else would you justify? You're going to use dexterity to control the
Charisma.
vibrations of your vocal cords.
I could justify charisma.
Like, yes, you can use. You could justify charisma, but when you're going for like pure, like vibrato and pure vibrational energy that you are generating, that's con. Like, you're not, because strength, like, you can't like strengthen your sound.
Lovely.
Hold on. So he doesn't need to be smart. So I'm gonna leave that at 8 because he doesn't need to be intelligent. He doesn't need to be dexterous, so I can leave that at 4 because I don't care if I'm paralyzed. His charisma is a 14. When he's laughing, it's a 16. That's pretty good.
How often do you
Wisdom.
laugh?
Well, here's the thing.
Considering
Before-
my int and wisdom are 6 and 8, probably a lot.
Here's a fun thing. It says while in a good mood,
Yes.
but it says particularly when laughing. But like in a good mood, the giant gains +2 charisma.
So if you just make the most happy-go-lucky fucking giant who's just there going, oh wow, oh wow.
No, I think to limit it, I think it's like he's heavy metal, so he's like either upset, like pissed, or sad most of the time.
Okay, so as someone who spent a good chunk of their time being heavily into heavy metal, I find most people who are into heavy metal are in a good mood.
Yeah, you're right.
When I'm getting ready to.
I like heavy metal, and I'm happy all the
angry.
goddamn time.
Being in a good mood is usually when you're fairly pissed off.
Yeah,
I'm in a
true.
good mood.
So maybe it's like a different interpretation. Like, I don't know. So the thing about it is that he's a giant, so it's like he likes fighting. It's
Okay,
part of their culture.
Just
So
using,
theoretically,
well, I was gonna say using the giants that exist, using Dory, using Broggy, using
they
Hyrule.
laugh every time they fight. Literally every time.
Fucking love kicking the shit out of each other. That is when they are happiest. Like, quite frankly, they're in a fight for over 100 years. They don't even remember fucking why anymore, and they're just having a blast. Like, they will do that till the end of days. Like, arguably, they enjoy fighting so much. They don't even care why they're there. They have not thought about going home in 100 years because they're going, I'm having a good time fighting, dude. We say we're fighting over this way to get home, but really we're just fighting because it's fucking fun.
Also, here's a
I
question.
have 6 more points that I don't know what to do with. Should I just put them in strength?
Do it. What is your question, dude?
The brawler has a thing called Inferno Strikes that takes a round to heat up a hand or foot, but having the bake
Do it
fruit,
instantly.
would I be able to do that instantly?
Yeah, easy, because you are the oven. I mean, if you want, I suppose you could justify that you have to preheat the oven.
That's true.
Is he not always preheated?
I don't know. Like, is this oven always on?
Well, yeah, well, to an extent. Like, if we're going to go into the battle, obviously I'm going to turn it on. But, like, if we're just on the ship and, like, say, surprise attack, yeah, I'd have to preheat then, technically.
Like,
Preheat the oven to 350 degrees.
Or, I could establish it as the fact of they're always hot. Like, it's always in that state, but, like, if I use it as the Inferno Strikes one, it's just straight up ablaze.
yeah. So, I mean, depending on what we're doing and all the nitty-gritty fiddly diddlies, theoretically, yes, you could say that you're always preheated. But then, so you could always add fire to your damage because you're preheated. Like, maybe that could be a feat on your tree, just preheated. And then for Inferno Strikes, you could add another layer to it. So Inferno Strikes adds what? Like a D6, a D4?
D4.
Yeah, D4. So preheated, if we say that's a feat on your tree, you take that and then all of your attacks deal a D4. And then you could stack that with Inferno Strikes, so then you could spend a turn boosting Inferno Strikes, so now, boom, 2D4.
No, it's additional 2 fire damage, my bad. I thought it was just a D4. No, it just says additional fire damage.
Okay, so, same thing. Preheated, we just say, boom, you have a +2 to everything you do. When you take Inferno Strikes, you take a turn, boom, it's a +4. Easy.
Yeah.
Or vice versa, say preheated
And then I could
adds
take
a
it.
D4.
I could actually take it 2 more times to where in total I have a +8 fire damage.
Yeah.
But the Inferno Strikes one would only last for 5 rounds.
Once again, just create these little things that stack. Because stacking is super fun in these games. As Rain is discovering with just how big he can make his numbers.
Dude. my con bonus is, or no, my con bonus? Yeah, my con bonus is 7.
Buddy.
And I could technically make it bigger? No. I can't.
Stop.
Oh wait, no, I can.
Stop. Okay. So, how far into this step are we? What's the next bit?
Choose your class, which involves also inputting all of your secondary skills that said class gives you.
Okay. That's like a whole bunch of numbers and junk. So
Careers do the same thing. So class and career, and then pick, make sure and input all of your secondary skills. So for me, for instance, I've already gone ahead and done this for both class and career. So I have appraise, balance, bluff, climb, escape artist, gather information, hide, invent. 2 different knowledges that I have yet to choose: listen, move silently, perform, spot, research. I need to move that. That's out of order. Sleight of hand, search, trapping, and a tumble. But I do need to move that because that bugs me that it's not alphabetical. There.
okay. I mean, so this is just inputting a whole bunch of numbers, which is fairly simple.
Numbers and letters.
Yeah, numbers and letters and other stuff. I would honestly say we could probably just shuffle on past all the nitty gritty of that, because we know jobs and classes and all that. So, what's after that?
1 second. Page 18. Favor skills. So you can choose, let's see, 4 primary and 6 secondary skills to favor.
Okay.
To which then all favored skills start at rank 4, all non-favored skills start at rank 1.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, I would argue this is pretty important. Like yes, I know we skipped over the feat section, but this is kind of like deciding what is your character good at. So, Nick, I'm not saying decide now, lock it in. Do you have a vague idea of what you think these would probably be?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, what are they?
Primary attack, defense, will save, and initiative.
Okay. Yeah. So pretty combat heavy, which is pretty
And
cool.
then-
The Wolverine makes sense.
Well, that's for the primary, the primary skills, and then for
Yeah.
secondary skills, I get what, 7? Invent is obviously going to be one. It has to be
Mm-hmm.
in order to be a good scientist. Probably then.
Also, we get 7 for being human, Nick. Not 6. We get to favor 7 secondary instead of 6.
Oh, do we get an extra one for being
Yes.
human?
Yeah, you get 1 extra devil fruit feat specifically.
No.
No. 1 extra devil fruit feat, and we also
Skill.
get the...
Gain 1 extra favored secondary skill at first level, making a total 7 instead of the normal 6.
Oh,
And then gluttonous humans start with an extra devil fruit feat, which we'll get to when we get to feats.
Yeah.
But yeah, we get an extra favored skill for secondaries. Invent, research, tumble. We'll favor one of the 2 knowledges, which we'll figure out later when we get to the knowledge section to figure out what that actually is. So that's 4, and then 3. Fuck it, we'll do appraise, bluff, and
am I allowed to increase my
move
height?
silently.
To increase your height. What?
Huh?
How the fuck would you increase your height?
My height.
Oh, hide.
Hide.
I mean,
Yeah.
yes.
Well, does your either your class
I think
or your
musician
career
may.
give you hide?
I think musician does. Let me see.
Because otherwise, then it is an unknown skill
but it-
to you.
Does give me move silently, so I will be increasing that.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
you
am
can do
gonna,
that. So you can favor that then.
I am gonna point out, fucking Samwon Wolf hid behind a building, and Samwon
That's
Wolf
true.
was bigger than the building.
He was standing there the whole time,
Yeah.
and no one noticed him.
So, and once again, it's a stupid thing. It's real silly. there is nothing to say that you couldn't just like curl yourself up and pretend to be a rock.
An island? Oh, yeah, right.
So it's like the story I remember about, like, a bear playing as a human in a D&D game because his persuasion was so high. He persuaded people that he was human, even though he was just a straight up bear.
I would 100% believe that. That is probably a thing people have done.
And he succeeded on his persuasion check against everyone in town except for one guy. And that one guy was like, "No, he's a fucking bear," and everybody's just like, "Nah, bro, he's human."
He goes,
The one guy was being gaslit to all hell.
But yes, there's absolutely no reason why you couldn't, like, if the game allows.
Favor your hide.
Yeah. So, Inventor
After that is
Wolverine has got a pretty interesting little mix of skills.
Yeah, because like he's a Wolverine, yeah, but forget he's a scientist. He's an incredibly smart dude with 16 int and 16 dex. That's what he do. He's very good at both his jobs.
Yeah.
But other than that, not so much. He has 8 strength and 8 charisma. After that is calculate health, which is at level 1 it will be 5 plus con mod, except so for me that would be just 5.
Dang. I should be... Oh my god, this guy would be an excellent Marine captain.
Well, I will worry about if I take blooded later in the feats section.
Okay. Can we talk about something?
Yeah.
This person has all the stats necessary to be a Marine Vice Admiral.
At level 1?
No, because you need ranks and things.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, stat-wise, it's there already.
That's ridiculous. Although, you
just
know
need
what?
levels.
I am going to point out, a shit ton of Vice Admirals and Marines are giant. So I wonder if this is how they do it. Like, they're just statted well enough. They don't spend time at work. They just shove me up. I'm a giant. I go, checks out.
I mean, there was that giant that just walked up to Whitebeard and thought he could take him, so that int score has got to be pretty low.
Just like, I'm going to get him.
Doesn't get him.
He certainly did not get him. All right. So, Dakota, what primary and secondary skills are you taking?
I'm taking unarmed strike, defense, fortitude, and will save.
Mm-hmm.
And then for my secondaries, tumble, intimidate, jump, listen, cooking, research, and search.
Okay, yeah. These all make sense. I get the vibe. Rick, what skill do you take it?
I'm taking fortitude, primary attack. I don't know what else to take now.
I mean, I know it would technically be out of character, but
to take defense.
Well, I would probably recommend it because you're probably gonna fail most defense rolls and most reflex
so why
saves.
bother?
So it might be worthwhile to help mitigate if you aren't interested in taking anything else. Because I mean, I guess you could justify ranged attack as well if that's a separate thing.
Yeah, range. There's primary attack, unarmed strike, and ranged shot. So it's melee weapon, no weapon, and ranged weapon.
I'm not even sure what I would use ranged shot for.
They're probably I don't know. Maybe some of your shouts would count as ranged. Maybe you, I don't know, blow.
They're usually like cones.
True. I mean,
or AOE.
Since you need to pick stuff, I don't know, maybe try and cover some of these weaknesses, like a reflex save.
I guess I'll pick Will, because it would be really bad if someone took control of me.
That is very true. It would be pretty fucking bad if, if they put you to sleep, if they dazzled you, if they
Well, I mean,
convinced you
I already
to
have a
change
feat in mind.
sides.
I have a feat in mind if someone put me to sleep called snore.
Oh no. He's even more dangerous!
It's just like fucking sleep talk and
Oh god, yeah, sleep talk. Well, there's also an ability called snore, and the last one, I guess I could go. You know what? I like the idea of reflex saves.
just
because-
so every
so you
now
just have
and
all
then,
3 saves and then attack.
Yeah,
like,
I just
every
like
now
You're gonna
and
be a
then,
hockey master.
you
someone,
just
like, throwing
avoid
a
something.
fireball. They just throw a fireball at me. And they're like,
Also,
how could you miss him? And then he's just not there anymore.
Also, oh my god, we're gonna have a fucking hockey master giant. That's terrifying.
That is pretty
Yeah, whichever saves you favor are the ones you'll be able to get for hockey later.
That's pretty cool. I dig that. And secondary skills.
Secondary skills are going to be diplomacy, intimidate, performance, move silently, and no, I have 2 more. Shit. Maybe listen and climb? Do warriors get jump? Let me check.
I
can get
assume warriors get jump.
Do they? Yeah, they do. So it's gonna be intimidate.
How high do you jump
No, it's gonna be here we go.
with no
Intimidate-
dex?
Intimidate, diplomacy, bluff. Jump is strength.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jump, perform, and
God.
move silently.
You'll find that hilarious.
So,
I don't really think I'll ever need to climb. I don't
Rin.
think that'll be a difficulty for me.
No, not unless you decide, alright, I'm climbing the red line.
Yeah. Then
Rin, what's your con at right now?
my con is at 24.
It's a big.
Oh my god.
I am beefy boy. I
And
can't
obviously you're
dodge anything.
Obviously, you're taking a bunch of blooded, I feel. Good lord.
But I might.
Yeah, he has
By
a
the end of the
fucking
game,
plus
by the
7
end of the
to his con
game,
every level.
he's
I
gonna
could
be
also
fucking
just take
super-
feats to make my con bigger.
Well, the thing is, I'm looking because like they're under the creation, like it says to calculate your HP.
Yeah.
It says a level 20 character with a 22 con and blooded just once has 260 HP.
That can't be right.
Well, 'cause it
Wait,
says
at
to
level
cal-
20?
Yeah.
at level
Okay.
20,
Oh, yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
and I'm like, that's just with 1 blooded and 22 con. He has 24 con, and he's gonna be taking blooded. Who
Well,
knows how
remember,
many
I
times?
still have to take feats to get the sound abilities that I want, so I can't do that.
But we
No,
get
but-
like 5 feats from start,
That's true.
and we get feats every other level,
That is true.
and every
Yes.
3rd level we get 2.
It's a lot.
Or sorry, no. Every level we get a feat, and every 3rd level we get an additional feat.
That is very
So
true.
in total, let's see, what is that? That's 5 plus
35.
not plus
Oh,
19.
I changed my mind.
24 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
I am going to
30.
replace.
We have 30 feats in total.
I'm going to replace. I'm going to replace reflex with defense so that I can get tech high.
Okay,
So Nick,
that makes sense.
it's technically 30. It's over 30 because if we get 1 every level, 2 every 3rd level.
No. It's 1 additional every 3rd level. It's not 2
Yeah.
extra 2.
Well, no, I said it. No, I said it. You get 2 every 3rd level is what I said. Like
Yes. Dakota, do the math. 5 from start, plus an extra 19 from levels 2 to 20. So that's 4. That's 24. Plus 1 every 3rd level. That's another 6. That's 30.
Say what? What are we doing
Yeah.
now?
I thought it was
30
32.
checks out.
I don't know why I was
30?
thinking 32.
It's 30 feats in total.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
from at level 20, we would have 30 feats.
I want to play regular 3.5 with this feat system and see how fucking insane everything gets.
Oh my god.
Dude.
Alright, well, after favoring skills, did you choose all your secondaries?
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone's got all that. Next up is Feats.
Calculate health.
Health. That's pretty easy, because that's just 5 plus con. So,
Yes.
so what, we've got 5, I assume like 7, and then whatever the fuck Ren is.
Rin is,
12.
12 from base. Next is set DR and resistances. We're all at 1 DR and 0 on any resistances.
Yeah.
DR increases by 1
with
every
the
level,
exception
and
of-
resistances never naturally increase.
The only exception for that would probably be Dakota, who would probably naturally have resistance to heat because of being an oven. But, you know, you don't have to.
I would
be
say
hard
that.
and
I would say
fast.
that. I would say that would just be like a 1.
I mean,
Would that
DRs
give you a
normally-
negative 1? Would that give you a negative 1 to cold?
Yes.
DRs normally work in 5s, so it'd be like 5 heat minus 5 cold. So 5 vulnerability to cold, just because resisting 1 damage is a bit pointless.
Would I resist sonic damage? I can't
Probably.
hear you from down there.
Oh my god, that's totally true. Wouldn't he technically be have a resistance to sound because he's so fucking tall?
I can't hear you down.
I mean, theoretically, probably.
I was thinking more of the devil fruit
Yeah.
as the reason
Like
behind
the whole sound thing, you know, normally sound-based people, normally if you use a thing, you're resistant to it. You know, if you use electricity, you're resistant to electricity. It's very basic, so you'd probably have resistance to sonic in some way, shape, or form, yes.
I'd say like 5.
It'd be the safest. Yeah, if we're just gonna check a box, probably that. After that, well, what is it?
Choose starting feats.
Alright. I think we're gonna skip feats because that is a whole bunch of stuff.
Because we gotta design all the stuff for the devil fruits and
Yeah.
everything else.
Yeah, and then the last thing is the buy stuff, to which we have 100,000 belly. Berries.
I
Whatever you
would
want to call
like to
it.
buy a
Yeah.
microphone. Or a megaphone.
So buying stuff once again, we can kind of just chuck that to the side because if these characters ever get played, it won't be at level 1, so the buying stuff will be separate. So yeah, this is our weird ragtag group of pirates we made. So Nick, please now introduce your character.
My character is Dr. Jeremy Doctor, otherwise known as Doctor.
And,
He is incredibly smart, and if you corner him, he's going to come at you like a rabid Wolverine. You do not want to see him.
now.
He's very, very vulgar in many ways. He curses a lot. He says "fuck you" almost every chance he gets. He also enjoys tits way too much, so some may call him perverted. But because of his massive brain inside of his tiny skull, he gets migraines quite often.
Now, where does Doctor come from, and why have they set out upon the life of piracy?
Do I want to have this be more canon to One Piece, more canon to our Marines campaign, or more canon to my own creation? What sea are we starting in, Bardic? North, east, south, or west?
So, I actually
East blue is normal One Piece.
Yeah.
South blue is the one that we were running in camp in Marines.
I do technically actually have a plan that could allow these characters to exist and be a part of things. That I would have to do some organizing, but they would be in the Grand Line. That is where they would be. So their starting location can be from anywhere, and they will have been adventuring for an amount of time.
Alright. Well, this character is also very old for most humans. I said 78 earlier, I lowered a little bit, he's 68.
Mm-hmm.
So he's been around quite a bit. So his experience at the time would definitely be wonderful, but I do think that he would have started on the island where the Marines went to. That was the Naga and the other ones, the bombs and the poison type.
Yeah.
He was enjoying his wonderful stint there as a third-party faction. But then these Marines came in and they upset said balance, and he was enjoying his research of with the mixture of bombs and poison, but how they had the Marines in one place, they had the pirates in one place, and then the second Marines came in and it completely ruined his research. They destroyed his lab, and now he vows revenge against Marines for what they have done.
I dig it. I like this. This is a brawling little story we got. I think that's cool. Dakota, would you like to officially introduce your character?
I'm laughing at the name because I'm just imagining it. I'm trying to think of what would be perfect for it.
Your own guy?
Yeah.
Or, like we're laughing at Doctor.
Funny joke. Funny thing I wanted to go with. His name is Ignil Bekun. Yes, and it's pronounced that way. It's spelled that way. There's two O's. It's Bekun instead of bacon.
Ignil Bekun?
Yes.
Ignil?
Ignil Bekun.
That's a name. Did you even change it from like what it was defaulted as?
Yes. Also, these two might know where the name Ignil comes from.
Yeah, it's fucking fairy tale.
Yep.
Aye.
He is very greedy, which is bad because he also likes to gamble a lot.
Oh no.
Don't let him near the gold.
And why is
He's
Ignil...
always got a gold coin that he just flips around in his hand.
Now, why is Ignil out in the life of pirating? What happened?
He wants to see how many things he could turn to food before he dies.
Okay. And
he's 21, so he's got plenty of years left to do that.
So what is it specifically about that goal that made him go, yeah, piracy? Did he have to engage in like smuggling?
He lost a bet against Doctor, and now is stuck having to be like do whatever he says.
Oh, you're my assistant? Is that what you're saying?
Basically, yeah, I'm the cook, but I'm also your assistant.
Okay.
I lost a bet to you, and so now I can't pay it back.
Okay, that's kind of cool. I like that. And then finally, Rin, do you want to officially introduce your character?
Yes. My character will be Drake, the giant.
Dreg. Or Drake.
Drake.
What a drag.
Draig.
Drake. Got it.
Drake.
Yeah. And what's their deal? Tell us about it.
So, they're from, the land of the giants, and they were one of the people. They set out with an old pirate crew full of giants, but he fell asleep on an island, and apparently the Marines showed up, so his crew had to leave.
Mm-hmm.
So he was stuck there, repeatedly having to fight Marines that would show up to try to capture him. They couldn't because he would just yell really loud. He would yell so loud that it would create waves so their boats couldn't approach. Until eventually, he ran into this giant turtle, and then he just hopped on the turtle. Just went where it went.
Does the turtle
Still
have
not
a
a turtle?
name?
The turtle?
Does it have a name? Is it friendly?
Scratch.
Does it talk?
Its name is Scratch the Turtle. It's a giant snapping turtle.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say that it doesn't talk, but Drake talks to it anyway.
Yeah. And talks to it as if it answers back. So it goes, so Scratch, What are we doing today? He goes, I don't know if I feel like doing that, but if that's what you want to do, buddy.
I would say Scratch is very aggressive.
Yeah. Okay.
I was imagining Scratch almost like Sven from Frozen.
No, who? What?
Like Drake talks for him.
Ah,
Okay. So, this, how do you feel that you came across Dr. Doctor and Igneal?
Igneal.
Well, he would have been looking for a way back to Elbaf because he doesn't have a log pose and he sucks at navigation. So what probably happened, assuming Dr. Doctor is evil, Dr. Doctor
Absolutely.
that Dr. Doctor convinced him that he could take him back to Elbaf, and Drake was probably just like, "You're smart. Smart people know where they're going, right?" So he just followed him.
You know what? I dig that. I think that's pretty cool. If you ask me.
Wait, because of y'all, have you just determined that I'm the captain again?
Well, I only listen to you because
Drake
I lost
answers
a
to
bet.
no one, but
I mean, we could easily say like my character was the captain. I lost a bet, so now I have to do what you say. So technically, you're above me, but I'm still the captain of the thing.
I'm the one making decisions again.
So
Yeah,
you're
welcome.
The idea I have that I could actually work this group into the main story, there would be another character, but that's a separate thing, and I'll chat to you all when we wrap up the stream, which is pretty much at this time now. So that has been session 0 of this.
These are our eternal rivals. We're constantly fighting with them.
God.
No, they're constantly following the Marines. They can't catch up.
Talk about the fact that if we ever encounter them, it's over for Data. Because if Data ever gets within punching distance of Drake, he loses immediately.
You have made the perfect counter to Data, haven't you?
Immediately, it's over. No
Oh God,
shot.
I just realized I think mine is the counter to Zor because his signature thing is gonna be the fire sword.
So, as well, we have Dr. Doctor, who is not a doctor.
He's not a doctor.
And Mo's like, what are you doing? He's like, I am a doctor.
Oh God, Jimmy versus Skunk versus Wolverine. Who would win?
Well, here's the thing. I don't know. I really don't think that these two characters would, or our Marines and our pirates would ever come across each other. Not until the Marines are stuck in a place for like months, or they reach the new world.
Well, like I said, I do have a vague plan, and I'll have a quick little chat when we wrap up the stream.
This might just be like a second campaign we do for whenever we're missing Shogun and Jimmy.
I mean, that could also be an option, which could be kind of freaking hilarious.
We need to have them. We need to have them work for one of the warlords that we need to come across. Like
No,
they're.
Oh, okay.
Get out of my
I have an
notes.
idea.
We'll talk about that off stream.
I have an idea. I was gonna say, what if they kill the warlord before we got to them?
Once again, stay out of my notes. This is a conversation when we wrap it up, which is,
Oh shit!
pretty
I
much-
realized something. Like, what if this crew killed Yazora?
Oh shit!
Dude,
Pissed
no!
off Merc to no
That
end.
would be insane.
Okay. Well, now we're really gonna have to chat off stream. So, thank you everybody for tuning in to session 0. I hope you've had fun. I've had fun. This has been a blast, and
It's always fun making characters.
Yeah.
Even if we're never going to use these characters, I'm glad that we have them in our brains, and we can draw references to them or from them.
exactly. This is now fun little in jokes. This little thing. Cool. It's just a whole bunch of fun. So I am. Have been and will continue to be the Bardic Knock. You can find me on the internet, Twitter, Twitch, Patreon, and YouTube, all as the Bardic Knock. That's me. I do the stuff. I will be back Monday night for
I will be
the
too.
Yu-Gi-Oh! The Knockout Progression with Dakota. So that's when I'll next be here doing stuff. Yeah. Nick, who are you?
Hi, I'm Nick, also known as Strider Winters everywhere on the internet. You can find me most often here in the Bardic Knox channel or on the Bardic Knox server, where I'm a mod in both places. The next session, 2 weeks from now, you will be able to find me playing as Captain, or hopefully find me playing as the Captain Mercurius Thorak, who's the captain of, who's both the captain and the doctor of Marine Special Ops Group 69. Who don't take no shit and he's dealing with a lot of shit right now.
It's considered like the toughest out of all of us.
Yeah, but he doesn't take any of it. If there's stupid people, he passes it on to Data. If there's still stupid people, he punches them in the face or inoculates them with his special brand of disease, with which, once we get back to the ship after our big Noichak fight, he will be giving immunizations to said thing.
Please do that before you use it.
I just came up with the fucking feat list in the middle of the fight, technically. I haven't had the chance to give immunizations.
You'll be fine. You'll get your vaccines. Just wait.
I will totally not be chipping you.
I doubt
Dakota, who
that.
have you been? / who are you?
Dakota, White Wolf works pretty much everywhere on the internet. You can typically find me here Mondays and Saturdays for these streams. Hopefully when we come back, be playing Zororan or Zor, and yeah, I got work to do.
Yeah.
I
And
need
then
to do that.
finally, Rin, do you have words?
Nope.
All right, cool. Until
Of course you
next
don't.
time, everybody, stay safe and happy adventures. Bye bye.
Bye.
Later.